All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Getting some NFL football in. A little bit outside the NFL, I want to talk about some NBA things real quick. I want to talk about something that I just haven't got into ever since the Lakers won that championship, and that being the LeBron James versus Michael Jordan debate. I haven't got into it, and I refuse to get into it. For number one, let me say this. Neither one of them are number one to me. Listen. I'm biased, guys. See, some people can't admit that. I can. I'm biased. I'm a Kobe Bryant diehard fan. Always have been, always will be. Way before his untimely demise, this is how I felt. I give LeBron all the credit in the world. I give Mike all the credit in the world. But I'm biased. I'm Kobe first. Don't matter I don't care if Michael Jordan come out and win 79 more championships. I'm not changing. I can admit that. I think a lot of people don't want to admit where they really are. That's where I'm really at. All right? Let me say this. So that's first of all. Kobe over everything. That's how I am. I've been that way my whole life. I'm not changing it. All right? Cool. So, all right. But I want to talk about, I brought this one up because the reigning NBA Coach of the Year spoke on this. And Toronto Raptors head coach Nick Nurse, and I thought he handled that, and he said just what I would say in that situation. If you're gonna ask me about this, excluding Kobe, all right, let's read exactly what he said. He says he was talking to Jalen Rose. He said, "You can't get me on that one, Jalen Rose. They're absolutely tied at the top. My era is Jordan was the greatest, but man, I've gone against LeBron enough now to know that he's the greatest too. It's just two of the greatest players, and man, that's all. Man, with all that he's done. Usually, when I bump into LeBron, I tell him, thank you for all he's done for the league, and obviously you do the same anytime you see Jordan, because we're all happy and lucky to be a part of what they helped create." Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Instead of trying so hard to pit these two against each other, right? Because you can argue on both sides, right? Like if you're a Jordan fan, you say everyone that's Jordan fans, the number one is 6 finals appearances, 6 wins. End of discussion. But did he just play 6 years? Just honest. Did he just play 6 years? No. So he got put out a lot too. So, because you can say, well, so do it mean more so would it be better if you only get there? Or is it more that you didn't even get there so you didn't get put out? You know, if you follow what I'm saying, okay. But on the Jordan side, you can say, man, what Jordan did, 6 finals, whatever, game changer. What he did for the game in general, game changer. Jordan was the best ever touch of basketball. He was the clutchest. He was assassin. He was all of these things. The time was different, right? You can't argue that. Then, but if you're gonna argue that the NBA was just a lot more tough and a lot more rough and all of that, if you're gonna argue all those points on the same side, hold on, baby. On the same side, you gotta argue this era is a lot more athletic. This era here is a lot more skilled. There are much better players now compared to then. Either way it go, man, this conversation just goes on and on and on. Listen, I don't have a dog in this fight because Kobe number one to me, so it don't matter what you say. But to me, I just think, can we stop while we show the first thing right after LeBron won is like, let's start this, let's put them together. Can we just stop and appreciate what these guys have done? Can we stop and just appreciate who these guys are and what they brought to the game and what they brought to our lives as sports fans? Both of these guys deserve a standing ovation. The fact that they're in a conversation with each other is amazing. Amazing. You can hate LeBron, but you got to admit that he's in that conversation. You got to have that conversation. That alone is enough. Okay. Thank you, baby. All right, go over there and watch Peppa Pig, okay? Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. And then again, what Mike done for the game was transcendent. I think Michael Jordan did more for the NBA than the NBA could have did for Mike. So I get it. I get it. But we're so caught up. Let's put them against each other. Let's say who's the best. Let's count these. Let's count this. Man, at the end of the day, though, these are two great players. These are two of the best to ever grab a basketball. All right, salute to both of them. Salute to them. You can say LeBron is not aggressive enough. Got it. You can say Mike was, he didn't play in he played in a more physical era, but not the more athletic era. By no stretch of the imagination. It doesn't matter, man. We can go on and on and on. This conversation it's good. It's good to talk about. Like, we can talk about it. Cool. Let's debate it. I don't get into debate because they ain't neither one of them number one to me. But I'm biased. I admit it. I'm not changing that. It's what I am. I'm not. It don't matter. Kobe's number one to me, and I've always felt that way. Kobe's been like, listen. It depends on mostly when you grow. When you grow up, you watch Jordan. You like, oh, that's Jordan. But for the young kids now that see LeBron, like, oh, that's LeBron. For me, I was like, that's Kobe. You see what I'm saying? It don't change, man. But anyway, salute to Mike, man. Salute to the Mike. Salute to LeBron. You guys, the fact that they are that debate is happening, mean these guys have done a lot. And salute to them because, first of all, the sacrifice, the effort, the determination, the preparation, the hard work that it takes to be in this talk, in this conversation, is second to none. So salute to both of them. That's my take. I agree with Nick Nurse. I think Nick Nurse said it 100% correct, man. Let's just appreciate what these guys done. This conversation never going away. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great.